guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be checking out the Continental Contact Plus bike tires, and I just want to ask right off the bat here, are you looking for a bike tire that still performs fast on the road but offers enough grip in the dirt and water in different surfaces? I did look at various brands and I also tried out a few on my bike, and I ended up choosing these Continental Contact Plus. So let's talk about why these are my top pick when there were so many other choices. The Continentals, in my opinion, are the perfect combination of weight, puncture resistance, quietness, with a little knobby tread for dirt trails and water, yet they're still streamlined and quiet and great on the road. So even if you're interested in a wider tire than what I'm using, I think you're still going to benefit from this video because Continental has various styles with quality compounds and wider tires, and even stuff for mountain and gravel. So anyway, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Please consider liking and subscribing, as it does help out the channel, and that way you won't miss out on new videos. So after wearing out various tires, including my Specialized Sirrus stock tires, I got familiar with the kind of riding that I wanted to do long term. If you saw my first Specialized Sirrus review, I did sing the praises of a narrow tire because of their speed and just how you can push them a little in the dirt and hard packed trail. But my riding changed over the years and I started spending a lot more time off roads and on trails. I needed a little wider tire with more tread without going too wide, too heavy, or adding too much knobby tread. And so that's the real thrust of this video. And the Continental was the only tire I liked that was thick enough to avoid the constant punctures I was getting, handles light trails, and it's narrow and lightweight enough so I don't lose the sleekness and speed of my hybrid bike. You can see that narrow dirty patch on the tire. That's where it's riding, so it's real low resistance, and my frame and fork had room for a wider tire. I've got about 6 months riding on these, and I really do like them. So let's jump on their website and see all the info they have. You'll see all the different tires they have, everything from road to heavy duty trail and full-on mountain tires. So just about anything you could want. We'll jump into the Contact Plus here. So if you check out the thickness and puncture protection here, they really aren't kidding about this. My son and I were both getting more trail flats with other tires and having to use the slime tubes and stuff like that before I changed these tires. And the Continentals really do a great job. I have not picked up any flats. You can see the nice center line tread on the tire, and then this yellow puncture protection built into the tire. And then down here they're saying they did a benchmark third-party test when they were developing these, and they came up with their tires being 30% better in puncture protection against competitors. But I can just tell you, for me it's worked. I stopped getting flats. Mine are the 32-622s, and they fit my 28-inch rims. They've got everything on this website from the European sizes to the standard US sizes and even the weight. And this was critical for me in choosing because I did not want a super heavy tire. I repeat, no heavy tires. These come in about 750 grams per tire. And so 750 grams is heavier than the skinny stock tires I had, but not as heavy as other Continentals and other companies. So I did pick up some weight, maybe about 250 to 300 grams more per tire, but I got a lot of performance for that trade-off, and it's not as bad as double the weight with some companies' tires. I just mentioned this just in case you are concerned about weight. Since I spent money on a lighter weight bike, preserving the lightness of it was important to me. And if you use heavier mountain tires, on a heavier bike, that's fine too. But for me, I was concerned about weight. So, and they do make wider versions of this, including here's one that's on my son's bike. This one's about 40 millimeters, and it's very similar to this tire. It's just wider and more trail use, and of course a little heavier. So let's get into the install. For my size, this was not the easiest tire to put on, even though I am an experienced installer. So the first time, it did take me a while to get on one tire. It's a pretty tight fit on my rim. However, when I took that tire off and put it back on again, it was much quicker. It was only about 15 minutes, and there's different tricks and stuff you can do. People tell you to put them out in the sun and warm them up and everything. But the process got even easier and faster with this cool tire bead jack that I found. and I'll link to this in the video description. It's a tool that really helps you finish putting the tire on. It just gives you extra leverage to stretch and pop that tire over the rim. So if you have a tight fitting tire, this is a great and inexpensive way to make it a lot easier. But you may not even struggle with this. It really just depends on the tire size and rim. My son has an older Specialized, and the Continentals I talked about earlier, those things went on super easy like butter. Anyway, even though these were a little bit challenging to put on, I knew these were gonna be puncture resistant, and I wouldn't be needing to take them off hardly ever, and that has absolutely been the case. I've not had to take them off once with all my riding. So anyway, I find that was a small price to pay for a really great tire, and by the way, they are wearing really well. So in summary, if you're looking for a new tire with these important features, slightly wider but not too wide, nice knobbies on the side, but a road-like center, which is going to retain your speed, and then puncture resistance and quietness. I think this is a great choice. This is why I went with this tire. They are made of a nice compound also that functions well in different weather and pavement and wet surfaces and that sort of thing, dirt. So Continental says this middle tread design dispels water to the side, and I can tell you that it absolutely does. Conti has a similar tire like this for cars in this, in the similar contact models, and it's the same tread technology which displaces water and gets it out from under the tire. So I like that. Continental is always at the top of the tire market along with Michelin, and just some of the best car tires you can get. So in short, these guys really do know how to make a tire, and I find these don't kick up as much water either when biking through puddles and light rain, and so that's probably the displacing technology that the way they've designed that center bead. So I really do like that. And then the knobbies on the side help on trails and dirt, and also cornering. I've noticed a big difference, ease of cornering with these tires than what I had on the stock bike. And I also like them for riding up sloped curbs. If you live in areas that have curbs that kind of slope up from the street to the sidewalk, these things just grip, and they just grip great going up. So my other smoother tires, definitely I could feel a little slip sometimes in going up and down those. They also give me more grip going up slight dirt inclines. I can corner faster, as I mentioned, and with more confidence, and it's really the confidence that helps. So there's some pictures of some hills here and inclines that these tires have no problems at all going up. So I did give up a slight bit of speed compared to my slick road tires on the pavement, but really not much. These perform great, and I feel like they are still a fast road tire with more grip and stability for dirt and trail. And the center bead, the way Continental has made these, it is really quiet for a tire like this. So I'm telling you, I just really think this is a great all-around tire. So I will buy another set of these when I wear them out. I can't imagine a better tire for the kind of riding I do on mixed surfaces. They look great, they ride quiet with puncture resistance, and give me plenty of grip, wet or dry. There's links in the video description I added, and also for the tire Bead Jack. So what tires do you have? Are you happy with them? I'd love to hear what you've got, so leave me a comment about your bike or tires for any questions, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.